Found only in the Americas, hummingbirds are distinguished by their dazzling colours, diminutive size and speedy flight. The world's smallest migrating bird, catching sight of a tiny, colourful hummingbird is an incredible wildlife spectacle. The name hummingbird comes from the humming noise their wings make as they beat so fast. Most hummingbirds beat their wings 60 to 80 times per second. Hummingbirds are the only birds that can fly backwards. Hummingbird flight is special because their wing anatomy allows them to fly forward, backwards, upside down and hover in place. No other birds can fly like hummingbirds. These birds' flexible shoulder joints allow their wings to rotate 180 degrees, which enables backward flight and stationary hovering. There are 350 known hummingbird species, with new species being discovered every year. The smallest hummingbird of all is the bee hummingbird, which is actually the smallest bird of any kind. A male bee hummingbird is only a little over 5 centimeters long and weighs less than 2 grams, not even half the weight of a nickel. It would be logical that if hummingbirds are the smallest birds, they would also have the tiniest eggs of any bird. For reference, a ruby-throated hummingbird's egg is about the size of a pea, and its nest is roughly the size of half a walnut shell. And they love to make their homes in gardens because they are secluded and quiet. So please make sure to check branches before you do your spring cleaning in your yard. Hummingbirds have extremely fast metabolisms, so they're always hungry. They must eat all day long just to survive. They consume about half their body weight, which is mostly made up of nectar, but also small insects and spiders. Feeding every 10 to 15 minutes and visiting 1,000 to 2,000 flowers throughout the day. Hummingbirds have outstanding spatial memory and can remember feeder locations years later. They are also able to keep track of bloom peaks and remember which flowers they visited. Hummingbirds make amazing migration journeys. The calliope hummingbird is the smallest long-distance migratory bird in the world, travelling more than 5,000 miles each year. The rufous hummingbird is also a long-distance traveller, taking on a 3,900-mile-long journey. Thanks to the bird's incredible flight ability, hummingbird migration can be surprisingly fast. The ruby-throated hummingbird, for example, makes a nonstop 500-mile journey across the Gulf of Mexico in less than a day. Today, hummingbirds are exclusive to the Americas, but that was not always the case. The oldest hummingbird fossil was discovered in Germany in 2004. Scientists have yet to explain why hummingbirds disappeared from Europe. Now a question. Can you own a hummingbird as a pet? If you live in the United States, it is 100% illegal to own a hummingbird as a pet. Even if you captured a hummingbird, you're only getting a captive wild bird, not a true pet. They won't do tricks or respond to you in any way, and you won't be able to handle them. So, instead, all you'll get to do is watch them, which is exactly what you can do with a wild hummingbird. If that's what you're viewing as a pet, anyway, why not set up a few feeders in your yard and leave them alone in the wild?